the
I was
center?
impressed that the center has information that covers aspects of the local experience relative to slavery and moving toward freedom, as well as a more national experience. I was also moved that the center thought to consider the various ways in which people learn. For people who like to stand and read, there's plenty of information and data that you can capture that way. For people who like to touch and breathe and experience from a more physical standpoint, you can do that. And then from people who like to have information shared with them via the visual medium, video, there's that also. And I think that creates a very vibrant experience, and one that you can learn quite a bit from.
And tell me about the family history part.
The family history part, I think, added a lot for people who are interested in tracing their their roots. There is an opportunity on the fourth floor to go up and look at information scanned in from census records. And our country has done a very active job in doing census every 10 years. And so I could go back and find out about my own ancestry via the census records. And it's remarkably easy to do. And the people at the census area there were very helpful and very thoughtful in looking for various ways of finding my ancestors.
Did you learn anything new?
I did. I learned a few things that I'm going to try to find out a little bit more about. My great-great-great-grandfather, Charles, seems to be the last link, but he was apparently born in 1830, and as he came down through history, he gave birth to quite a few of my family's ancestors, and it was quite a remarkable story to learn that my great-grandmother Susan was born to a young man who we didn't know a whole lot about, and then of course once she got here we knew everything. So you know, many of us aren't quite sure from the African American perspective where we come from, but we can go back at least 200 years, perhaps more, even though at that time many of us were still enslaved.
Now, did you know when you went to the center that this was one of the benefits, or did you stumble into that?
I did not know. I had heard that through the Church of Latter-day Saints and their efforts to scan in all this data, there were centers available to do it, but I did not know one existed here.
And tell me about yourself, Art.
Well, I am the CEO of the BBB Wise Giving Alliance, which is a charity monitoring organization. We keep track of about 1,200 charity organizations. We're affiliated with the Council of Better Business Bureaus that most people know as the place to go to find out about businesses. But you can also find out about your favorite charities by looking at our website.
But you're not from Cincinnati. You came from the outside, right?
I am not from
Cincinnati.
I came here to visit, and while I was here, I had some extra time and was looking for something to do and saw this tremendous resource. I hope you all figure out a way to let the rest of the world know that this great asset is here, because it's a tremendous way for those of us from the African American diaspora to learn more about ourselves in a very interactive way.
Thanks, Art.